Morning everyone, it's Karen. So I wanted to show you something. I just heard about the Book Concierge, NPR's Book Concierge, and I heard about it from Heather, which is, her channel is Soggy Expat Book Nerd. I'm obsessed with her at the moment. And I will link to her below, and I'll also link to the NPR Book Concierge. But I love this idea of a book concierge. Like, it just makes me think of you going on a reading vacation and being in a fancy hotel and being like, I don't know what to read. And then at the hotel, there's a book concierge who asks you some questions and then brings you a book that's perfect for you. Like, what a cool idea. Anyway, so because I'm doing the Year of Reading One's Own and specifically doing a sprint for these next 2 weeks on books I own and have not read and no library books, blah, 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 I decided I would look through the past 3 years of the Book Concierge list and see what I owned that I had not read. And so that's what I want to show you today, so you can help me decide what I need to read. So I looked at 2020, 2019, 2018. That's what I looked at. So the first book I own but have not read yet is the only nonfiction on this list, and it's Underland by Robert McFarlane. I'm not going to go over a description of each one just because my vlog will probably be way long. But anyway, that's the nonfiction. And then I have 2 fiction books that are not signed. I have Transcription by Kate Atkinson, which I actually started this one last night. So this will be my first book from the list, but help me decide like other books. And then The Milkman by Anna Burns. Okay, now the rest of the books from the NPR Concierge list are signed. So the first one is The Great Believers by Rebecca Mackay. I was her author escort for Lit Fest in Chicago, like for her very, very first book. So her signature in it actually says, "To Karen, with thanks for your help those years ago." And then she has it signed with the date in Chicago. So I have not read this one yet. The House of Broken Angels by Luis Alberto Urrea. I met him at Champaign Public Library. Have not read this one. The Splendid and the Vile by Eric Larson. I just ordered a signed copy of this book, but I did meet him in Chicago a few years ago as well. So I need to read that one. Oh, I guess this is nonfiction. I think I had it in a separate pile because it was signed, but I guess there's 2 nonfiction on this list. And then the rest are from Parnassus's first edition book club. So I get absolutely nothing by telling you to join them, but I will say they're the best subscription service I have ever joined in my entire life. So I have Florida by Lauren Groff. I still haven't gotten to this one, but all their books come with a little note about why they were selected, which is kind of fun to see, and then they're all signed. And then Jack by Marilyn Robinson. I was waiting on this one because I wanted to reread all the books in the series before I started this one, but I suppose I could read it as a standalone because all her books, like I started with Lila actually, they can be read out of order. And then Memorial by Brian Washington. This was a more recent book. And then Black Bottom Saints by Alice Randall. So tell me from this list, what should I read next? Like I said, I'll be starting with Transcription, but I just think it would be fun to have a list to work from for the rest of this little challenge. So see you guys later. I will continue my vlog later today. All right, so this like Christmas season, there were so many subscription boxes that were like massively on sale. And this one is FabFitFun. I actually got it for free from one of my friends, like a trial box or something. But it was outside of my door today when I was going for a walk. So I don't know if it was delivered last night and I just didn't see it, or if it was dropped off really early this morning. But I'm gonna unbox it and see what's in it. All right, you guys, I'm actually a huge fan. So I got this scented candle, some bath salt, a thermal spring water mist sort of stuff, and then like an overnight mask. So I don't know, I might have to look into this. you guys, I started this book, Transcription. So far, I'm really liking it. It's starting off kind of slow, but like there's so much suspicious stuff going on that I kind of feel like it's gonna definitely speed up. Basically, it starts with the main character, Juliet, being hit by a car, and that's in 1981. And then it goes back in time to either 1940 or 1950, I'm not sure, because it keeps going back and forth. And she sees this guy on the street, and it must be 1950. She's like, hey, like, whatever his name is, Tom. It wasn't Tom, but, you know, whatever. And he's like, oh, like, he pretended that he didn't know her, and she's like, no, I know this guy. I know who he is. Whatever. And then it flashes back to 1940, and Juliet is just getting this job, like typing basically, for this kind of spy group, I guess. They have this room and they have people come over. It's kind of like a pretend flat. Like, it is a flat, but whatever. And they'll have people come over and hang out there, and the walls are bugged, so she takes notes on all their conversations. And the part I'm at now, she just got a job as a spy herself. So I think her name is Iris now. I would have to double check, but she has a different name. And she's kind of learning how to just be this new identity without like acting or anything. And yeah, pretty good so far.